Welcome into another edition of Section 5 Live. For Alexa Ross, I'm AJ Feldman, and with the crazy jumbled up football schedule, it's been about 2 weeks since we saw you last. And speaking of that football schedule, we're already 2/3 of the way done, 4 weeks in the books, and we've had some great football action so far on the gridiron.
I think one of the craziest games that anyone saw this week was UPrep Penfield. 5 overtimes for this one, which is just kind of insane because I don't know. That might be the longest game in Section 5 history. I'm not sure. I don't know how we can check that out, but it probably was. And it was just, you know, coming down to the wire. I wasn't there. Thad was, but
I told you all about it.
I got a perfect breakdown of it. But, you know, when you see games like that and you see what's going on, I mean, we have a competitive season going on. So to see a team like UPrep and a team like Penfield go at it for as long as they did, you know, he was there for 3 hours. That is a long, long time.
Yeah, and just to mention, you know, the parity in Section 5 football right now, Penfield, they had 0 losses on the season entering that game. UPrep, they had shut out every single one of their opponents, hadn't given up a point all season long. So it just goes to show you that really it is any given Sunday or Thursday or Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday afternoon or whatever day it is these days. Anything can happen when these teams start playing out on the field.
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of games that have been, you've seen teams that are really, really good who haven't picked up wins, like Fairport, who got their first win this week. But, you know, they're racking up points. They're racking up yards.
Almost beat Aquinas.
Almost beat Aquinas, but they didn't. But they got their first win this week. So it's really interesting because I feel like people's records don't necessarily indicate how good these teams are.
Yeah, and with only 4 weeks of the season, it's tough to figure out just exactly who's, you know, depending on the schedule, who's played who, whatnot. So it's tough to figure out who exactly these top teams are, but we're starting to get a good idea, and we will jump right into our teams of the week. I will go off first with the team that impressed me most this last week. It's got to be Hilton for me. They beat Aquinas last night, 28-14, their first win over Aquinas in school history. So a very big night to be a Hilton Cadets. Their ground attack was big for them. Dante Valiant and Jason Bedford, the running back duo, combined for 358 yards on the ground. Valiant with a lot of those yards, and they had 4 touchdowns, 3 of those for Bedford. They had a strong defensive performance. They really frustrated Tyler Zelkowski, arguably the best quarterback in the area. They only got 14 points on the board, really made things difficult for him. And Hilton right now, even though they're at 3-1, there's 2 undefeated teams in Class AA. They're actually atop with the power rankings based on the quality of their wins so far. They beat Pittsford in week 1. They knocked off Rush Henrietta, obviously the big win against Aquinas. So Hilton, they're feeling good about their playoff chances. 4 weeks into the season, we got 2 more to go, and they're looking like a top contender in Class AA.
Yeah, I'm going to move to Class A with Irondequoit. They are undefeated. They shut out Eastridge in a crosstown rivalry on Wednesday. Jaleel Davis, he rushed for 2 touchdowns and he picked up an interception. This is a really strong defensive team. It really always has been. Sumo Harris, 9 tackles for him, 2 sacks for Jacob Godfrey and Ronnie Garrow apiece. Garrow also forced a fumble. It's a lot of fun to see him play because he is coming back from that terrible injury, basically shattering his leg in the first game of last season, and they're bouncing back after last season, which was kind of a down year after winning sectionals the year before. So they're really in great shape to get back and reclaim that sectional title. Yeah,
I got to see them play Athena a week and a half ago. That was a really great game. That game coming down to the wire. Irondequoit, as you mentioned, showing off their great defense, stopping Athena a couple times when they were driving in order to take the lead. They won that game by 2 points. So Irondequoit, definitely a team to watch for in Class A.
Absolutely. So we're going to move our attention indoors, and a lot of the attention has been on football season, but volleyball season is heating up as well, and we have a lot of big matchups taking place this week.
And taking home our honors for our top team of the week for volleyball, we are awarding our trophy, our physical, not real trophy, to the Sutherland girls volleyball team. Quite the week they had this week. They beat both Class A finalists from 2019. Of course, the last volleyball season. On Monday, they knocked off Irondequoit in 4 sets. They were the champs from that 2019 season. Wednesday, a dramatic 5-set victory over their rivals from Mendon. I'm sure that was a thrilling game, beating Mendon in the 4th set to force that decisive 5th set, obviously taking home the win. And then earlier tonight, a sweep of Brockport, giving them a 9-1 record on the year. They sit atop the Class A standings right now.
And they have some really great players. Parker Cummings leads the team, 124 kills. Katrina Coughlin and Marie Head both run this offense, 157 and 144 assists respectively. Ryan Kodelik, strong defense. 85 digs for the libero, so it's a lot of really great volleyball play there. It's been a lot of fun to watch these girls volleyball teams, especially. It's incredibly competitive, and I'm really excited to see what these girls can do. Yeah, we haven't gone out to quite as many volleyball matches as we'd like to, but all the ones we've seen, they're really intense. You know, you get, the fans are starting to expand the amount of fans that they're allowed, so we're going to start to get just a little bit more of that. So definitely good as this volleyball season winds down, and there are a lot of games still to be played. Obviously you can fit in more football games than volleyball games, so still a lot to be decided yet before we get into sectionals for the volleyball teams. Yeah, we'll have a lot more to play off of. We'll see a lot more going forward, and we're going to have more of those matchups that are really closely matched for those top spots in different classes, so it's really going to be fun to watch, especially seeing Sutherland knock off Irondequoit. Irondequoit was on fire last season. They made it so far. They did make it to the state tournament. Unfortunately, didn't get it, but it was really incredible to watch them. They do return a couple of players, so to see that Sutherland could knock them off, really, really impressive. Yeah, Sutherland, another volleyball power, a lot of sectional titles lately, and seems like they might be on their way to another one this year. But turning our attention to our feature segments, we're going beyond the football and volleyball seasons going on right now. We are focusing right now on the Tokyo Olympics. And when those Olympics got pushed back, of course, because of the pandemic, gave those younger athletes about 12 more months to train and try and make their dreams come true. And McQuaid grad Noah Williams certainly taking advantage right now. The LSU sophomore, he became an NCAA champion last month, winning the indoor 400-meter dash. Not only did he become a champion, he recorded the 4th fastest time in the event in world history. Now he has his sights set on the Olympics, something that has been on his radar for quite a long time.
I was 10 years old when I first seen Usain Bolt run, and I was watching with my dad, and my dad still reminds me all the time, like, no, like, you told me, like, when you was 10, like, you wanted to be on that stage too. And like, I was really, really serious about it.
I see him making an Olympic team. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you train for. You train to be a NCAA champion and train to be Olympian as well. And of course, be an Olympic champion. At the end of the day, you don't want to be satisfied with just being an Olympian. I mean, that's cool, but you want to be able to be Olympic medals.
You can catch that full story on RochesterFirst.com. I had a great time talking to him. Really a good character, hard worker. Talking about all the sacrifices he's put in. Really interesting guy to talk to. His sprinting coach there, saying that he expects him to make the Olympics. Not a weak endorsement. He's a fellow Olympian himself. He almost made, he did make the NFL, just didn't get quite onto a roster, bounced around a little bit. So certainly a talented person to get some endorsement from. For Williams, he started his collegiate career at Akron, transferred over to LSU, one of the top programs in the entire country. Certainly, they're ranked number 2 right now in the outdoor season for the men. They're actually, I believe, number 1 for the women, so definitely a powerhouse in the SEC. So definitely a name to keep an eye on as the Olympics go on. We've got some great Olympians in the area trying to make it to Tokyo this year, so that'll be definitely good to watch. Absolutely, and with LSU, you also have a freshman from Webster Thomas. She throws. It is awesome. It is so cool to see. So it's really nice to see that Section 5 is showing up in the SEC at LSU especially. So yeah, Monique Hardy did some great things here in Section 5. And then we have some other potential Olympians that did not exactly accomplish their dreams last week. It was Yanni Diakomahalis. He lost in the semis at the U.S. Olympic trials for wrestling, so a good run for him. I have a feeling he's going to be back in 4 years, or 3 years actually now. So he was just wrapping up his collegiate career, so I think he's got one more good try at him. Good to see him. And of course, we've got Sammy Watson, the former Rush Henrietta runner, won a national championship down at Texas A&M, and she'll be looking to compete at the U.S. Olympic trials as well. So a lot of great talent coming out of Section 5, and something to keep an eye on this summer. Yeah, and you also see it in other areas of college sports, including bowling. The Roberts Wesleyan girls bowling team, it's a hotbed of Section 5 talent, and they took the national stage this week, competing in the NCAA championship in Kansas City. The D2 Red Hawks, they won their first ever conference title this season in program history to punch their ticket. And in bowling, every division competes together, so it doesn't matter. You can be playing divisions 1 through 3. And even though they lost in the first round, being there was huge for the Section 5 bowling scene.
It's just really amazing to see our team grow too, just from my freshman year to now. Just because we're just like a small school and nobody like really expects us to do good. But this year we showed it.
We're winning championships. We're moving on to NCAA tournaments. I think it finally gives them that option, if they want it, to be able to stay home and bowl at a high level.
Looking back at Section 5, I think it's really grown a lot too. So I think this is a great opportunity for a lot of the people in Rochester that bowl. The girls definitely can join a team.
So the big thing about this is that it's double elimination. They lost to McKendree, top seed, as well as Duquesne, but it was a great run for them. This entire team is Section 5 athletes. Every single girl on this roster is from Section 5. You have state champions on this team from Athena. The coach, Marion Sullivan, she grew up in Lockport, but she had to go to school in Maryland, and she talked about how important it is to have this hotbed of talent, be able to compete locally and really get this bowling section on the map. I mean, we saw it this winter. It's a really talented group of kids.
Yeah, and coming from a golfer myself, one of those other obscure sports, when you get a kind of a local college that can really, you know, be a place where local athletes can play and, you know, compete and really make some noise, it kind of has that snowball effect, because you get, you know, a couple of good athletes in there, you build there, and then once, you know, teams or student athletes are, you know, thinking about bowling in college, it's not exactly maybe something that you make the focus of your college choice, but certainly if you get a great school locally where you can compete at the next level, I'm sure this will only just keep escalating, and Roberts Wesleyan going to keep doing some good things.
Absolutely. You see it a lot, you know, with RIT and things like that, so it's really nice. They're currently on top of the Division III standings for lacrosse, so, you know, and a lot of local guys, so it's really nice to see that pipeline staying in Monroe County, in the Rochester area, and making sure that, you know, the talent stays local and you continue to make those programs grow.
Sure, we'll be talking about the RIT men's lacrosse team soon.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
It's been a while since I've shot some good lacrosse. Looking forward to it. Well, our football season, as we mentioned before, 2/3 of the way done. We only got 2 more weeks left in the regular season before that 14 playoff starts. Things are really heating up, both on the competition and the weather-wise, thankfully, this last week. So we are going to turn our attentions now to our games of the week. I've got my eye on a great matchup in Class AA. You've got Pittsford taking on Rush Henrietta. This is going to be a big matchup for playoff implications, as most of these games are. You've got Rush Henrietta currently 4th in Class AA, behind the aforementioned Hilton Cadets and undefeated McQuaid and Victor. So it seems like there's really 3 slots already kind of locked in. Everybody fighting for that 4th spot. This is going to be a big game that will determine that. Pittsford at 2-2. Their only losses to McQuaid and Hilton, so some tough losses there. Panthers still looking for a signature win. They'll get another chance in week 6 against Victor to try and get some playoff points. Good matchup between a big, strong Pittsford defense giving up less than 13 points per game, and Jaden Scott of Rush Henrietta. He's a shifty running back, really tough to tackle. That'll definitely be a matchup I will have my eyes on next week.
Another one with big playoff implications. My game of the week is HFL and Palmac. That's on Wednesday at 7. Cougars are undefeated, and Palmac only has 1 loss on the season. They've won 3 straight, but they are 4th in the Class B standing just in terms of points right now, even though they do have a better record than 2 and 3. Reese Joint from HFL, he threw for 4 touchdowns and rushed for another in the 41-0 shutout win over Wayne, and this is coming off of a COVID pause too. HFL did not play last week, so they came back strong, and they got it going. The Red Raiders have players who really dominate on both sides of the ball. Ivan Reynolds-Diaz, he rushed for 62 yards and a touchdown on 15 carries. He also made 5 tackles, 2 of them solo, and recovered a fumble. So you have these players who can get things going, and if Palmac can defeat HFL, they can really jump up in the Class B seeding.
Yeah, Palmac, a really strong defense off the top of my head. I believe they've won both of their last 2 games, giving up a combined 9 points. Yeah. So that'll be tough for the dynamic HFL offense. They've got a lot of senior leadership on that team going up against the Palmac squad that certainly has a strong defense. Should be definitely a good game to watch.
Absolutely.
Well, we end our show tonight on a somber note. You can't talk about Section 5 without talking about Matt Traybold. And unfortunately, last week, the 13 WHAM photojournalist passed away suddenly, leaving a hole in the entire local sports landscape.
He left a legacy of kindness, knowledge, and love for high school sports, and an infectious personality. Matt was a person who always knew how to make you feel welcome on the sidelines, and he was loved by the athletes he covered, media members, parents, everyone alike. He was an amazing friend and an even better person. Coaches, players, media from all around Section 5, they wore shorts for Trabs this week, a hashtag that got trending on Twitter. It was a tribute to a man who wore shorts no matter how cold it was. I told him he was invincible all the time, and I wish he knew that.
You didn't have to be in Rochester long to know just what a great person Matt was, caring about the athletes that he covered, always a smiling, friendly face on the sidelines, not to mention so extremely skilled with a camera. The tributes that you probably all saw on social media this week, so many tributes, parents, teams, entire teams, athletes, all encapsulate just a portion of the person that Matt was. He will certainly be missed by all of us, and we wish his friends and his family and those over at 13 WHAM the best as they deal with this very difficult time. Yeah,
our condolences. And that ends our show for tonight. We'll be back next week on Thursday, regular time, as we gear up for the final week of the regular football season. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you next time.
Night.